Hi you guys, my name is Ryan, and this is my video on learning disabilities and what we should do to improve them. Now, learning disabilities are something that are normally pushed aside, overlooked. It's something that the student is facing that they're doing alone. I've noticed this in, I can say, my own personal life, because growing up with dyslexia, I've always had issues with teaching myself new things and asking questions and getting the one-on-one help that I need, because teachers have a lot of students. They have a lot of different responsibilities, and they can't just focus on one child. But there is some precautions that we need to put in place to protect these kids with learning disabilities. So some people might ask you, like, what are learning disabilities, or what are the most common ones that we should look out for? Start with one would be dysgraphia. Dysgraphia is the learning disability that focuses on people's handwriting. Now, some people just don't have the best handwriting, but people with dysgraphia write a little different. Their words might be slanted or upside down, or their letters might be backwards. It's a lot of different things that come with dysgraphia, which also leads into dyslexia. Dyslexia is just the idea of mixing up letters. So if you had like a W, they would pronounce it as an M, or vice versa. Same with a B and a D. They all sound the same to people with dyslexia. There's also nonverbal disabilities. These disabilities come when people can speak, but they're not in the best way. This is mostly shown with kids in autism. They can speak and they can tell you their feelings, but it's not going to come out, in a structured or sound way. There's also, different oral, like reading comprehension defectives. This is just like when you're reading a passage and you really don't understand, but you keep reading it over and over. Those come with the idea of a comprehension disability. From there, I'd say schools around the nation should have kids get tested for this early. Me personally, because I was such a different student, I had early signs of ADHD and dyslexia in elementary school. So I was one of the ones that got caught early on in my academic career. I went to this specialist by the name of Dr. Alex Warren, and he was actually a tutor for me. He was teaching me how to do things, and as he watched me learn, he told my mother that I had dyslexia. Later on, I came to find out that I did, because it was just the way that I pronounced certain words. It's the way I spoke and I wrote. He could tell. Furthermore, I ended up interviewing Mr. Warren during this project, and he told me that dyslexia is not always something that you can catch. And yeah, it's something that you notice, like, okay, but when you're learning early, it makes it seem like you're just having problems. Like you're just having problems reading or, doing other things. These learning disabilities mostly take place in our Black and brown communities, which I know most people have noticed. But because we have a different, speech, we have a different learning ways, I can say, because like one thing I've noticed, that intergenerational problems occur every time, because like, of course, our people have their own language and their own like understanding of things. So when going into the school system, which is predominantly for white males, coming in, you automatically are behind because they learned certain ways that you didn't. This can be a part of like our ancestry and our heritage learning. So one thing I decided to do was figure out what's a great solution for this problem. one great solution for this problem would just try to understand your students more. Let them work in their own pace while still, pushing them to meet deadlines and all of that. But keep them, engaged. Don't let them fall by the wayside. Try to, if they're having problems with their writing or their pronunciation, push them even more. Help them to, get better and not, let them just fall by the wayside. So this was my project on learning disabilities. Hope you like it.